Hello, my name is Jordan, and this is my first anime review. I will be reviewing episode 1 of the brand new anime Another. Another is an anime based off of the book by the same name and animated by PA Works, who also did Angel Beats. Another brings to the table a mixture of horror and everyday school life. Another starts with Koichi Sakibara, the protagonist, asking a girl if she had heard of Misaki from the ninth grade class 3 who attended in 1972. He goes on to say that she was smart, pretty, and very popular. She had suddenly died from an accident, which shocked the class. However, someone, after she was dead, suddenly pointed to Misaki's desk and said, "Misaki's right there. She's not dead." The class pretended that she was still alive and kept up the act until graduation. The anime then switches to Koichi when he had just moved from Tokyo to a small town where his grandparents lived. This was due to the fact that his father had moved to India for business. Koichi was in the hospital when he moved due to a punctured lung and had not been able to go to his new school. He is then visited by his class delegates, who introduce themselves and ask the question if he had ever lived in this town before. He responded with no, but he had visited when he was younger. The delegates continually pass awkward glances to each other before they leave. Koichi goes to the hospital basement to call his father when he sees a girl with an eye patch. They make small talk, and he asks for her name, which is in fact Misaki. He thinks nothing of the encounter and eventually attends his new school days later. He tries to fit in, but he notices how weird his classmates act towards him. Misaki is in the same class as him, but no one talks to her or interacts to her. She asks another classmate about her who seems to be very confused. Koichi then tracks down Misaki, who tells him his classmates associate his name with death, and that he better not associate himself with her anymore. That's episode 1 in a quick overview. I'll now tell you what I thought about the first episode. On the technical side, the animation is flawless. PA Works' attention to detail is amazing. The character design is crisp and clear. The backgrounds are so good that you almost think they're real life sometimes. I found myself pausing the anime just to look at the backgrounds. Koichi's grandparents' house where he lives, you can visibly see like all the scratch marks and dents in the floorboard and the walls, which really impressed me that the studio pays so much attention to the small things. It's an anime that you really need to watch in high quality so you don't miss anything. The characters themselves have not really had enough time to grow yet. They all seem rather boring and kind of stereotypical. Koichi, the protagonist, is rather quiet and he seems sad and lonely, but he's able to hold a normal conversation with his new classmates. The other classmates are seen briefly and have a few lines, but they haven't really had time to grow and you don't really know who they are, with the exception of the one character, Maya Mizaki, who is by far the most interesting character. The sound for the anime fits the show perfectly. It adds suspense to the show. Everything from the theme song to the eerie background music that plays whenever there's character interaction is really great. It really adds to the mood of Another, and it made me feel like something big is about to happen, maybe in the next episode. The sound plays prominently at the end of the episode when Koichi and Maya have their second interaction. There's high-pitched violins, and it's really well done. The story really captivated me from the beginning of the episode to the end. I was never really bored, even in the parts when Koichi was in the hospital or when he was at home talking to his grandparents. The real treat of the episode was the beginning part and the end part. And the show had me from the beginning with Koichi's narration when he's talking about Misaki. It was really well done. It made me genuinely want to know like what had happened to Misaki, what was going on in the show. Although the middle of the episode was a little bit boring, it was a little bit slow, but I still think it did a really good job. Give the first episode a 7.5 out of 10, and that's pretty much it. I hope you enjoyed um, this review, and if you want to, please follow or go to my blog. The link is below. On a side note, the anime is only 12 episodes long, or that's what PA's Works has said, and I found in their other anime, Angel Beats, which was only 13 episodes long, that they had issues with rushing the anime. They didn't have enough time to do it. And I hope the same doesn't happen for another, because it seems like it could be a really good anime this season. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.